Okay, so during World War II, ration books were given to everyone and were necessary for survival. People needed these to buy food, gasoline, and other goods. Jews, though, were either sent to concentration camps to work or went into hiding, and if they were in hiding, they needed to eat. They had to find creative yet illegal ways to obtain more ration books for themselves. Oftentimes, they had to split few ration books among a lot of people and did not get to eat well. Dutch woman Diet Emmen helped to shelter Jews during World War II, and she did so by providing hiding places, money, ration cards, and false identification. She helped to organize theft missions to steal government ration cards, and each month, she delivered them all to Jews in hiding. This act was very courageous and took a lot of bravery to do what she did. Most could not do this, and it is good to show that there were at least some people out there willing to help. Someone similar to this was Miep Gies, famous for helping the Frank family during the war. She would go into town to collect ration cards from specific suppliers, who tried to help as much as they could. She also retrieved ration cards from her husband, Jan, who helped provide them. There were a few ways of stealing the cards, but Miep had to do it. Sometimes the people who previously owned the ration cards, whom Miep stole from, would get arrested, so the Franks had to be careful. Jews, hopeful for survival, would often have to cut down on food to avoid being found. Food was low on supplies because most canned food was reserved for shipping overseas to military, and imported foods were restricted due to the war. Because of these shortages, people had to use ration cards to buy food. It didn't matter how much money you had at the time. If you reached the limit of goods, you couldn't get more. You needed both money and the stamp. Overall, ration cards were hard to work around, especially for Jews, and anybody willing to help was very brave. They had to steal them or find other sources to get them from, and it would often lead to arrest or even death. It wasn't a great thing, and it made hiding much harder than it would normally be.